Okay, so for your assignment this week, one thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be adding another page to our site, and you are going to be doing some screencasting in order to capture the cinematography. So first thing I want to talk to you all about is how I've rearranged the website once again. Now you'll see that under About, there is the description of our class from our syllabus. I encourage you guys, whoever would like to go in here and sort of edit this and make it seem more chatty and appealing as opposed to just simply functionary, which is what you're doing for a syllabus. And also to add a image or something that you think would represent our class. If you go in here under edit, you'll notice that you can, of course, add a featured image either here or in the text itself. So I encourage you to think of this website as something that is your own and kind of a hobby, and that you can add things to. And you can tell me about your contributions, whatever it is that you do, and I can assign you some extra credit points as needed. So for those of you who are watching the videos, score, you just found out about extra credit opportunities. Another thing I want you to notice is that I rearranged the pages so that they show up in the drop-down menu. I have a feeling I'm going to be moving these again in the future. I'm not particularly happy with this setup right now, but our top horizontal navigation bar was becoming really crowded, and so I did want to clean it up, and I'm probably going to be making some additional changes as we go forward. But here you will find our assignment that is also on the syllabus, listed under Guild and Cinematography. And this week what you're being asked to do is to create a page, not a blog post, in which you will embed and analyze the Guild cinematography as captured by you in one 5 to 8 second screencast. And then there's some information here on how to download the screencast software. So I'm just going to click over here real quick. I'll get back to why it's only 5 to 8 seconds. But here you'll see that on this website, CNET, that I'm sending you to, and I always like to use CNET because CNET is a reputable website that allows for lots of different downloads, but the thing that I'm always interested in is what's called freeware, which is software that's available for free at no cost to the user. You do have to be careful, though, to make sure that you decline any sort of add-ons that they offer you. This is virus free, but sometimes you will be offered with freeware some options that you might not want, like making a Bing search bar your home search bar, things like that. So you do have to be careful when you're installing. I'm not going to install because I've already done it. That when you're installing, that if there are any options that pop up that say, hey, would you like to use this particular software, that you very carefully and thoughtfully click no. Because again, this is virus free. I guarantee you, I've been using this software for years and years and years. You will not get a virus, but there might be some add-ons, and that's how freeware is free, is that they have advertisers that add some additional items to a particular software that then they pass along their advertising budget by letting us have the software for free. And then they support the people who are actually doing the work. So you do have to be careful about that, and also to think thoughtfully about how people make money in the virtual world, when we all expect everything for free, but of course nothing is free, and we all like to eat food and be able to pay our rent. So here you'll see Screencast-O-Matic. This is for PC users. I've also put up a link for Mac users. This is Screencast-O-Matic for the Mac. And you'll see here it launched automatically when I clicked on the link. There is a video that explains to you why and how these downloads are free and what to do with them in case you are confused on how to download it to your computer. So do make sure that you watch that if you are wary. But back to the assignment. You're going to go back to the Guild Season 2 and capture in 5 to 8 second screencast a portion of the Guild from season 2 that you think is particularly interesting in their cinematography. You're going to want to choose carefully, because you're going to want to have some cinematography that will enable you to say something interesting about the choices the cinematographer made. And again, I hope you're paying attention to my videos that I made and that you should have watched by now, where you can start thinking carefully about how cinematography and the choices that are made by the cinematographer affect and are become significant or important when we as an audience member are viewing a digital story. So you're going to want to choose your 5 to 8 seconds very, very carefully, because you are going to, after you do the screencast, you're going to explain, like I did in the videos, what you think was significant or important about the choices that were made by the cinematographer. And I'm going to need to update this assignment, because as I'm saying this out loud, I'm realizing that this page does not say that. And that's what I'm always looking for in any assignment, is you're going to need to take some evidence and then articulate to somebody who is not yourself what you think is significant or important about the choices that were made by the author or the writer or the director, or in this case the cinematographer. And then finally, don't forget to post in Moodle the link to the page you created and a short but thoughtful reflection in which you cite specific examples about what you learned by completing this assignment, or questions that you still have about the subject matter. And again, this is worth up to 30 points. Okay, so good luck with your assignment. I will update this page here as well as the link on Moodle and the syllabus to make sure that it is very clear that not only are you supposed to create this 5 to 8 second screencast, but then you are supposed to analyze that the choices that were made by the cinematographer within those 5 to 8 seconds that you chose to highlight. Okay, good luck.